What is going on, everyone? Badger here. Should have like and sub, and let's get into this. We have been on quite the journey with our dear Rachel Zegler here, the Zeg, as we affectionately call her. Uh, I don't know. It's one of the first stories that I started covering. I mean, you can see here this story, December 14th. I made my first video as Angry Badger December 8th. So the lovely Rachel here was one of my first, and well,
Yeah. Weird, weird.
no, so I mean, just going back before we get to the modern one, she of course said all that dumb stuff about how it was outdated and patriarchy, this, and that, and the other thing. And well, people didn't take kindly to that. And then she went on a little cope campaign while she tried to reframe what she said. And then moving right along, we started hearing rumors that oddly enough, this happened, but to her.
All of Andrew's scenes could get cut. Who knows? It's Hollywood, baby. But
And that's apparently what has happened to her. And you can see even back in January, DW Pro here talking about we're hearing these rumblings that not only is she going to have a reduced role, but they've added in other scenes and reshoots to add in a younger version of her. And then that sort of got compounded where there was a child actress playing Snow White. So again, confirming that they reduced some of her scenes to add in more flashbacks, thus oddly enough, cutting her scenes, exactly what she thought would happen to her male co-star. And this is the last thing we had heard about it from April 25th, that the testings that had gone through, absolute mess, testing poorly, obviously, as you do, because how could it not if you have people that you go in that don't like the original property? It's a whole mess. And then, yes, we also saw the footage of the DEI merry band of thieves that she's with and these CGI abominations. Well, now we get this report today. Allegedly, during the 2 years of reshoots, and God, oh, it's a lot of reshoots. In the wake of her disaster, of the two full-on reshoots now, basically, a lot has changed. So most movies go through film production in months, not years. Disney's Snow White live action remake is not one of those most movies. Instead, Rachel Zegler and Gal Gadot's retelling of the German fairy tale has become a 2-year production fiasco. But Bob Iger and Disney feels it is the House of Mouse which might have the final laugh. Yeah, let's see. So to go through the entire story of how this film turned into a nightmare for Disney would be a very long read, and I just recapped a lot of it, but so we'll skip here to. So the principal photography for Snow White began on March 7th, 2022, wrapped in June 2022. Next year's release would have been almost 3 years after the production has been completed. However, there was an additional photography reshoots done on the film in June 2023. The goal was to insert flashbacks into Snow White, and this featured the younger version of the character Amelia Fokker. It's a great name. Meet the Fokkers. Foucher, I still say Fokker, of the younger version of Snow White. Now it is being reported that another round of reshoots are currently occurring in London. This was, of course, confirmed by Gal Gadot, right? And confirmed by basically she posted a picture of her chair on set saying "Evil Queen." That's good to be back. So confirming they were in fact doing many a new reshoot. Now, however, a trusted source has reached out to that Park Place with new information, which they are allowed to print so long as they protect their identity. Should be noted that they have used this source before to great success, and that they implore readers to still recognize this as rumor. So, grain of salt, but a trusted source. All right. According to the source, Snow White has gone through 3 sets of reshoots as a result of backlash, a terrible original script, poor reception by focus groups, and a grave concern by a number of Disney executives and licensing partners. That would be the key one because they want to make money. Over just how badly this film might perform. So here are the Jesus Christ. These reshoots have attempted to fix the following. 1, clean up the original version to exclude dwarves from the final product, except for one live actor. So all those horrible CGI dwarves, they're not going to have the 7. They're going to have 1, and it's going to be an actual actor. So take that, Peter Dinklage. Reshoots allegedly occurred at this point to allow for new CGI dwarves to be inserted. Oh, God, new CGI dwarves. Okay. into a large amount of the movie. We are informed this was not inexpensive and may have added an additional 30 million. So we'll still get the 7 dwarves, only one of them being actually there on set, but hopefully they look better than those god-awful CGI demon abominations they had before. Okay, so 2. Another set of reshoots was ordered as a result of the extremely poor reception by focus groups who detested the character of Snow White as portrayed in the movie, i.e., she was an insufferable see you next Tuesday.
Yeah. Weird.
Again, rumor, but we're told efforts were made to bring in the younger version of Snow White, played by a different actress, to try to soften the character. This may have even included a new musical number added to give her more screen time. And third, finally, a third set of reshoots has just wrapped. These are the ones that we just saw confirmed by Gal. And according to our source, these are a result of the movie that was still seen as incoherent and disjointed. The attempt was made to move closely or more closely align the film to the original animated feature-length film while still allowing the Zeg version to have a pro-feminist message. I'll bet one that is softer and less militant. It's a great way to describe that, because militant is indeed. So the sources informed them that one of the driving factors for that third set of reshoots was to reassure Mattel, the doll line. If it's comics, it's an action figure. If it's this, it's a doll. That it would not be damaging enterprise for the toy maker in supporting Snow White. Oh, I think it is. Reshoots rather largely occurred before the box office results of Inside Out 2. So Disney was not in a good place for leverage. Right now, they've made a bunch of bank. Inside Out 2 may have calmed nerves, but focus groups have seen this latest iteration of Snow White also given top executives of Disney a reason to hope they've turned a corner, because allegedly they have sunk nearly $400 million in production of the film, not including marketing. So add another $200 million. That's sick. Yeah, good luck. But many believe they might just get a win. Yeah, no. They think it'll be a Barbie style box office sensation, not with the Zeg running front and center, not with the Zeg. So beyond the focus group results for Snow White, they're told to watch for the big trailer releases of Moana 2. Disney thinks they finally have a winner on their hands. And perhaps more importantly for Disney, they might also get a narrative victory, assuaging fears of investors that they've lost their cinematic touch. Good luck with that. Good luck with that, because it's not just that you've lost your cinematic touch. It's that who you hire both behind the screen and in front of the screen. We know they're all ideological loons.
Yes.
It's an across the board type of problem. So yeah, shout out to the Zeg. Let's see if she's even in her own damn movie by the time they're done with it. Let me know what you think of this. Make sure to like, share, and sub. If you have done that, thank you. If you're gonna do that, thank you. And
well, bye.